Hello everyone. In this video, we will look at how to simulate BJT amplifier circuits in PySpice. We will consider two popular BJT amplifier configurations, a common emitter amplifier shown here and a common collector amplifier shown here. This is a longer duration video and you can navigate to paths that are of interest to you using the in-video navigation links provided in the video description. Let us first consider a BJT common emitter amplifier. In this circuit, we are using an NPN BJT. R1, R2, RC, RE, and VCC form the voltage divider bias circuit. Biasing is a purely DC operation, and the purpose of the voltage divider bias circuit is to keep the BJT in active mode for amplification. Recall that active mode is that the base emitter junction is on and the base collector junction is off. Vs is the input sinusoidal source that we wish to amplify, and Rs is the source resistance. So input signal is being applied at the base of the BJT. RL is the output resistance, and this is connected to the collector of the BJT. We measure the output voltage across RL. C1 and C2 are input and output coupling capacitors. C2 blocks DC voltage at collector from appearing in the output. C1 prevents the input components from disturbing the DC bias. CE provides a path to ground for the AC signal and improves the voltage gain. Consider the PySpice simulation of the voltage divider bias circuit. We are simulating to find the DC operating point. Using the descriptive node labeling shown, we can translate the circuit into a netlist as shown. Note that the BJT is defined here and it is connected between the collector, base, and emitter nodes, and this connection is specified in this order. The BJT SPICE models for two commonly used BJTs are defined here. Here we are using the 2N3904 model. ngSpice uses a standard model for BJTs which has close to 100 parameters to allow accurate modeling. Not all parameters need to be defined as shown here. If you are interested, please refer to the ngSpice manual. The voltage divider bias circuit can be analyzed using the equations shown here. IB, IC, and IE are the BJT currents. VB, VC, and VE are the BJT terminal voltages with respect to ground. These equations can be obtained using any standard textbook on semiconductor electronics. We can easily code these equations into Python to get theoretical results side by side with the simulation results. This is one massive benefit of PySpice compared to standard SPICE simulators such as PSpice or LTSpice. The syntax is shown here. First, we define beta and VBE in volts. Circuit.v1.dc value gets the value of VCC. Circuit.r2.resistance gets the value of resistance R2, and so on. Note that these calculations automatically preserve the units. We can print the results as shown here using the eng number package to display the results in engineering notation. Please pause the video now if you wish to study this in more detail. This is the complete PySpice code to simulate the BJT voltage divider bias circuit. We have standard declarations at the top. we are using the EngNumber package, which you need to have installed. The circuit netlist is here. The simulation results return the node voltages, and we can use them to find the BJT currents as shown here. Finally, we have the theoretical calculations. When we run this code, we obtain the simulation and the theoretical results. Let's analyze these in more detail. The Python simulation and theory results for the voltage divider bias circuit are shown here. For comparison, the LTSpice simulation results for the same circuit are also shown here. All the results are in close but not exact agreement, which is to be expected. For instance, the PySpice simulation result for IB is 6.17 microamps. The corresponding theory result is 6.25 microamps, and the LTSpice simulation result is 6.16 microamps. Similarly, we can compare other parameters such as VCE and IC values. Please pause the video now if you wish to do this in more detail. Let us now look at simulating the complete BJT common emitter amplifier circuit. Using the descriptive node labeling as shown, we can construct the circuit netlist as shown here. The input source is a sinusoidal source having 1 millivolt peak and 1 kilohertz frequency. We are running transient simulation with a step time of 1 microsecond and a total simulation time of 5 milliseconds. The small signal theoretical analysis for a BJT common emitter amplifier can be accomplished in 3 steps as shown. First, we analyze the DC bias. Second, we find the AC parameters. Finally, we plug into the equivalent circuit to find the output voltage. In particular, VT here is the thermal voltage having a value 26 millivolts at room temperature. Rin is the input resistance of the amplifier. Rout is the output resistance of the amplifier. AVOC is the open circuit voltage gain. AV is the effective gain taking loading effects on the input and the output sides into account. We can easily code these equations into Python to get the theoretical results. Note that the units are automatically carried through in these calculations. Since the voltage gains are dimensionless, we use the float command here. Also, we extract the time vector used in the simulation and then use it to compute the theoretical output voltage expression. We can print the results as shown here using the EngNumber package to display the results in engineering notation. Please pause the video now if you wish to study this syntax in more detail. This is the complete PySpice code to simulate the BJT common emitter amplifier circuit. We have standard declarations followed by the circuit netlist. The transient simulation returns node voltages. We can apply Kirchhoff current law to the base, collector and output terminals and find the BJT currents and the load current as shown here. Finally, we have the theoretical calculations followed by the plotting of the results. When we run this code, we get the results. First, let us take a look at the voltages. The input in blue is a 1 millivolt peak sinusoidal signal. The PySpice simulation result for the output is in orange. The common emitter amplifier is an inverting amplifier, hence input and output are 180° out of phase. We can see the initial transient in the output. The steady state output voltage is around 277 millivolt. The theoretical output voltage peak is around 300 millivolts, and a beta of 300 has been used in the calculation of this result. We can also take a look at the currents. IB and IC are in phase, and both these currents have a DC offset. The load current is AC only because of the output coupling capacitor, and also the load current is 180° out of phase with the base current. The theoretical results are shown here. Let's compare these results to LT-Spice and P-Spice. This is the same circuit in LT-Spice. We can run this simulation and then look at the input voltage and the output voltage. We can enable the cursor. We can see that the output voltage peak is around 273 millivolt, which is quite close to the value predicted by P-Spice. This is the same circuit in P-Spice. We can run this simulation and enable cursor. We can see that according to P-Spice, the peak value of the output voltage is around 240 millivolt, which is slightly different from the value predicted by LT-Spice and P-Spice. This difference can be attributed to the difference in the BJT Spice parameters. In P-Spice, we can select the BJT, then click Edit and select Model, and then select Edit Instance Model Text. This brings up the BJT 2N3904 Spice model. Some of these parameters, such as the BF value, which is 416 in P-Spice and was only 300 in LT-Spice. Some of these values are different, and this is what causes the difference in the gain of the circuit. Finally, let's look at the common collector amplifier. In this amplifier, the input signal is applied at the base. The output is taken at the emitter. We do not use resistor RC in the DC bias circuit to allow the collector to be common AC ground. The common collector amplifier has a voltage gain of less than 1, and it provides current gain. The small signal theoretical analysis for a BJT common collector amplifier is summarized here. The details can be found in any standard textbook on semiconductor electronics. While the analysis equations are different, since there is no RC here and also we are taking output at the collector, the basic philosophy of the analysis is the same as before. Please pause the video now if you wish to study this in more detail. This is the P-Spice code to simulate the BJT common collector circuit. We have the standard declarations, the circuit netlist. We can code the theoretical formulas. And finally, we have the results for the plotting. When we run this code, we get the results. In this case, we can see that the overall effective gain of the circuit is 0.775. Thus, for a 1 millivolt peak input signal, we expect a 0.775 millivolt peak output signal. These are the output waveforms. In the blue, we have the input signal, which is 1 millivolt. The PySpice simulation output is in orange, and the theoretical result is in green. We can see that they both match, and the value is close to 0.778 millivolts as expected. We can also see that the input and output are in phase as expected. The common collector amplifier has higher input resistance and lower output resistance compared to a common emitter amplifier. Thus, in practice, common emitter and common collector stages are often cascaded. The Python codes to simulate the circuits discussed in this video are posted in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that it is helpful to your learning.